Hey everyone, it's Zaina, and today I'm going to be sharing with you my reading rush TBR. Honestly, you guys, readathons are just not my thing. I can't read that many books in a short amount of time. I haven't read 7 books in 7 months, so the idea of having to read 7 books in 7 days was very terrifying for me. That said, I was like, you know what, I'll just combine some challenges together and it should be okay. The first prompter challenge is read a book with purple on the cover. For this one, I decided to go with Cinder by Marissa Meyer. I think this one came out in like 2015, but I just never got around to reading it. My friends loved it. It sounded really intriguing. Everyone online was raving about it, but I never got around to reading it for some reason. And honestly, you guys, I didn't have too many books with purple on the cover, so this is kind of the perfect time to read this book. Spoiler alert, you're gonna be seeing this book like several times in this video. The next challenge or prompt is read a book in the same place. Now this doesn't mean that you have to like marathon the entire book in one sitting. It just means you have to come back to that same place every time you do choose to read the book. For this one, I decided to go with Avatar: The Last Airbender, North and South. Not gonna keep holding that up because it's a little heavy, not gonna lie. Can't really say what this book is about because it's a graphic novel spin-off following a completed television series. All I have to say though, you guys, is if you haven't seen Avatar: The Last Airbender, do yourself a favor, carve out the time, and watch it because it is so incredible. The characters, the plot, the story, the magic, everything is just flawless. I actually met my new favorite character while watching Avatar: The Last Airbender. For those of you who know Katara, my queen, my goddess, everything. Now I'm really excited to read this graphic novel collection just because I feel like Katara will play a pretty big role as it is titled North and South. Now I'm already doubling up, but the next prompt is read a book that you meant to read last year. For this one, I chose, once again, Avatar: The Last Airbender, North and South. I meant to read this as soon as I got it, but I just never did for some reason. Story of my life, apparently. It seems really great though, and I just can't wait to dive in. We are once again going back to 2015 with An Ember in the Ashes by Sabaa Tahir. This book satisfies the challenge of read an author's debut novel. I've heard amazing things about this, but once again, I do want to go into a blind. I will leave a Goodreads link down below if you do want to see the synopsis. But for me, I don't want to know anything about it. I feel like I knew something about this in 2015, but I just forgot, so yeah, doubling up once again. But the next prompt is read a book with a non-human character. For this one, I'm going with Cinder by Marissa Meyer. Honestly, you guys, Cinder came in clutch. I'm so glad, kind of glad, I didn't read this in 2015 because it satisfied purple, it satisfied non-human, as you can see. The main character is essentially a cyborg, and I guess that doesn't really count as a human. I don't know. If I couldn't pick this book, I would have seriously struggled with this prompt. The next challenge is read a book that has 5 or more words in the title. I just made it with this one with I'll Give You the Sun by Jandy Nelson. This is another one that I've been meaning to read for so long, but never got around to it for some reason because apparently buying books is more important than actually reading them. Again, I'm so sorry if you are looking for actual details about the books that I'm mentioning here. I also want to go into this one completely blind. I heard a lot of good things from Caddy-tastic. One of my friends really enjoyed this book, so I want to go into a blind. I'm sorry. The final challenge is to read a book and then watch the book to movie adaptation. I was terrified to choose this book because I've heard bad things about the book, but great things about the movie, so I guess it's a bit of a trade-off. I am deciding to read Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring. I've just heard that it's super dense and that Tolkien goes on and on and on with description, which is really, really difficult for me, but yeah, I've been wanting to read it for a while. It's been on my shelf forever, like all my books, really. Let me know what you guys are planning on reading for the reading rush, or if you're not participating in the reading rush, just let me know what you're planning on reading in general in the near future. And if you filmed your TBR video, please be sure to let me know down below, and I will definitely check them out. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you soon with a new video.